Welcome to the second edition of this Public Speaking Event Savvy Speakers Public Speaking Conference. We have two batches of students today, so it's going to be twice the time and twice the fun like the one that we had last time. And first we are going to have a batch of students, the new batch that's going to talk on an individual topics that they haven't been given with. We have 5 who are here in person and we have 1 as a recorded video. And then we have a second batch, which is a group of students that are going to present their work, a social survey they have done, and they are doing it in pairs. So we have 4 teams of 2 of them each, so we'll have a break in between. Just to make sure we just regroup and get these guys all ready before they start presenting. So before we even get into that, I wanted to first of all thank you very much for all of you being here so early on a Saturday, on a long weekend. So all of you making time and being here. And in terms, I see there are a lot of familiar faces who attended the event last time, and then there are some of you who are new as well that I'm meeting for first time. I do have one question, especially for the parents of the students who are coming to this class. How many of the kids are actually telling in detail what's going on in the class? How many of you know what is the preparation, what's going on? Few, okay. All right, that's a little less than what I expected, but that's exactly why I asked the question, because I don't think we have explained in detail what we are trying to do here, right? So I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to do that. Like I know all of you have trusted to send the kids to go through this process, and we are here today presenting. But I just wanted all of you to be aware of what is that we are doing here as well, right? So the most important thing when I wanted to start something like this, the Savvy Speakers, the idea is getting kids comfortable to be able to talk in public to a group of audience, so that they can, when they have an opportunity, they can communicate their ideas, communicate their thoughts, communicate their opinions without being very anxious and without being very uncomfortable. So that's the end goal. And the way I have approached these classes, both last term, this term, is it's focused on the process. I'm not heavily focused on the end result, what happens today, right? The focus is on the process, what we do in the class. So start with the end goal in mind, like everybody knows what we are trying to do here. That is 3 months down the line, 4 months, 6 months down the line, they are going to be presenting to a group of people like all of us here today. And what is the topic or project that they're going to be working on, and start with that end goal in mind, and basically help them go through the process, guide them to say, this is what we are expecting you to be doing, this is how all you can do it, these are the steps you go through, let's start working on some ideas, let's start preparing some speech, let's practice that speech, and let's refine it as we go through, and then finally you get an opportunity to present in front of a group like this. So the content that whatever they are going to share today is pretty much entirely coming from them. All that we have been doing in the classes are primarily guiding, giving them suggestions of where they can make improvements, how to, if they have some problems, how to address it, etc. So the focus has always been on the process. And this step that we are doing today is also essentially the final step in that process, where they have prepared, they have practiced. Now this is the last step where they go and have a first-hand experience of speaking in public. So when it comes to any baseline expectations of what they are trying to hear, to achieve, etc., there isn't anything of that sort. The focus here is until they keep on practicing multiple times to speak in public, they're never going to be comfortable. So some students, they're doing it for the second time, some have done it multiple times already, some for them it's the first time they're doing it. So essentially our role here for all of us is to be the audience, listen to what they have to say, and give them that experience of doing it. So for all of you who are going to be speaking here today, the one thing that I say here is experience it, don't have to rush it, don't have to finish it, you're not checking a box. It's not something that's going to be successful or a failure, okay? You being here and being able to talk here today itself is a success. So come here, experience the feel of talking to everyone so that you remember it, okay? And try to remember what is that, how is it going, what is that you can improve next time, etc. Okay? So just feel it and experience it as you go along, okay? There's no need, no pressure, no need to, nobody is here judging you what you're doing, okay? With that, let's get started with the first group. Now, the first group is the new batch that we started this year in January. And as I said, we had 6, 5 could make it today, 1 person could not make it. Now, the topic that for them, all of them today was, what is the most significant threat facing humanity, right? When we look down in the future, what is that they think are the items that are significant threat to the humanity as species? Now, if they ask me that question, I would say maybe video games, Netflix, chocolates, are all the things that are threats to the humanity, right? But they were given a short list of items, and they chose whatever was their favorite areas. And each one is going to take a turn in terms of explaining why they think that that particular item is the biggest threat they think for the humanity. So that we'll get started with Sarang. Are you ready? All right, let's go.